Well, everybody, Bryce Builds It All here. I forgot to record an intro for this video. So in this video, I'm continuing my series on my 1967 Mustang, and I am welding in the new hat, which you can actually see me tugging on there. But in this video, I'm going to be fabricating the last couple of pieces and welding that in. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, let me show you the easiest way to do this. Here's my new piece, sort of. It's going to be sitting in here, about like that, but I need to bend it. So how am I going to bend it? Well, this is part of that footage that got corrupted. I made this 2x4 for the other side. I just slowly but surely sawed away at it, and if I put it down in here, you can see it kind of matches the contour that I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it right here for a second. I'm going to take my welding clamps, and I'm going to clamp this on here, and that's actually backwards. It needs to go the other way. I'm going to clamp this on here over that edge, and then I'm just going to beat it over with a hammer. And that's pretty much all you have to do when you're trying to make complex shapes like this. This is 18 gauge, so it's not crazy thick. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know where the hammer's at, but I got a 20 ounce somewhere. Anyway, a hammer about that size is all you need. It's what I used to do the other side, so I'm going to go ahead and clamp this to this, and I'm going to do it again on this side. Okay, I have all of my pieces made. I just put this on here to hold as a placeholder. I went ahead and put some seam sealer on that hat while I had it out, and it was easy to get to. I got this in here so the birds can't get in here. They like to nest in things that are open. So anyways, put that back where it is. But I will see y'all probably Monday morning when I complete all this. I got to get some footage off this iPad. Next thing is to burn all this in, do some final trimming, get it all welded in place. It actually should go pretty fast. I got to make a couple patches for like this and this and this and this because this is all, I mean, this is just shenanigans. So I'll figure that out. But I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. It's about 4 o'clock. I got somewhere to be with the wife. So that's going to do it all for today. I'll see y'all in the morning. Again, I don't know where I'm at in this thing. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. But I appreciate you sticking around. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. We are back, and I am now over next to the house. The reason I'm over next to the house is I've got my welder plugged into the heavy-duty outlet underneath the back of the house. Yes, I have a double wide. I don't care. Anyways, and I wanted to show, or I'd like to show that this is still possible even if you don't have a fancy shop. Now, all I really have is a carport with pavement in it. But you can do this, you know, in your backyard, in the grass. You don't have to have anything fancy. It's just as long as you got the car braced up properly, as long as you got a good welder, you should be able to do this kind of thing. Now, I did mess up this first piece. I kind of filmed this, or I did this off camera, and I was having a lot of issues with slag, and I couldn't figure out why, and then it dawned on me that the bottle wasn't turned up high enough. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in this piece here and this piece here. I've kind of cut this in 2 pieces just because it's easier to get this to fit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cowl hat, and I'm going to go ahead and set it back down. I'm trying to work one-handed here. I'm going to set the cowl hat back down inside of here like this, and then that will allow me to clamp this piece here and that piece there, so I can get them kind of where they need to be. So I'll clamp it here at the bottom, I'll clamp it up here at the top. That'll get these where they need to be, and then I'm going to weld it. Now, I did go ahead and grab the chintzy little face shield that they send with the welder, and I'm going to try to sort of put it in front of the GoPro like this so that maybe you can see some of this. We'll see how this goes. I might not be able to use this footage, but we'll find out. Okay, that footage was not it, but now I'm going to try to spot weld all of these shut. Okay, there is those. I could have held it a little bit longer on that one, that one, that one, and that one, but I do have good penetration. I looked from the bottom, I can see that it's all the way through. So now I'm going to try to weld as much of this as I can from the top, and then I'm going to have to go inside the car and weld from the inside, which is fine. It'll be solid, but I've got these in. I'm going to go ahead and grind these down. I'll get this spot welded on here, along here, and then I'll start welding this. Okay, I've got this one welded in. I'm not gonna lie, I accidentally blew a couple holes in that side back over there. But I got a couple stitches on it here, 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 and then in here I welded it everywhere I could, and it's a lot stronger than it was because I'm yanking on it and it is not moving. Now, that might not seem like a big deal, but before, when I grabbed it, this whole corner would just roll out of the way. So it might not be perfect, but it's better than it was. There's a couple places where I welded it on both sides of the seam just because it's where I could reach, but I tried to do as far down as I could on both sides, and then I had to go inside the car and do it from inside. So now I'm going to get the seam sealer, and I'm going to seam seal all of this as good as I can. Fun fact, acetone does a really good job of getting seam sealer off your hands. I tried wearing some of those blue like medical gloves, but they just kept ripping. So I think I'm just going to abandon that and just do it with my hands, and then I'll clean the seam sealer off with acetone later. All right, now that that is all in and seam sealed and painted, it is time to try to fit this piece back in here. And I don't know, there's going to be some gaps. There's going to be some places where it's really tight because the metal wasn't in there before. It's a little bit different shape. So I'm going to try to work this into position off camera and then weld. All right, I got this piece welded back in here. Some of this is pretty nasty. Don't look at it. But the rest of it, it's solid. It's in there. It's good. Now I need to extend the fender apron. This piece was just completely rusted out, so I'm going to clamp this piece on there and weld it next. Well, it's not perfect, but I got this piece back in, got that piece back in. It's kind of difficult. Some of this new metal that I put in there, like the new metal welds so easily. You kind of get in a rhythm, and then you get to a piece of this old metal that's a little rusted and just aged, and you try to weld it and you blow right through it. So I did blow a couple holes in here and there that I had to fill, but all in all it turned out okay. Actually, I just decided I want to weld that little hole up there, but that's besides the point. Anyways, all in all it turned out okay. There's lots of good penetration. Everything that needs to be strong is strong. Everywhere that I did blow holes in is like in this area or over in here where it's not really as important. The structural part of it is all sound. I'm probably going to seam weld this. I'll weld that up, and then I'll be done with it. I'll paint it and I'll seam seal it just like the other side, and this side will be finished. And then next things next, I'm going to go ahead and move on to trying to weld up the doors. That is going to do it all for this one. I've got it in primer. I still need to seam seal it. I'm going to do that off camera because watching me seam seal something is incredibly boring. I realize I don't show a whole lot on camera as it is to begin with, but it's kind of hard to film and do all of this when you're a one-person show like I am. So I'm going to call it quits for the day. I'm going to get everything cleaned up. Probably going to take it off the jack. I may or may not put it back in the barn. I might just leave it here. It's not hurting anything sitting here. But I've got a mess of tools out that I need to get cleaned up and put away, so I'm going to do that. I don't know where these videos are starting and ending, but I thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and as always, go build something and be easy.